Welcome to the EAS Professional Learning updates for all schools in the region. This video contains updates from Leadership and Teaching Team, Health and Wellbeing, Curriculum and Early Years. There is also a copy of the PowerPoint where you can access all the links. We kindly ask all schools to complete the register during your cluster PL meeting. Please insert your cluster name as the course title. Click on the links below to access the EAS Professional Learning offer. The document is an interactive PDF, so you can navigate the document quickly. Here you will find many of the links for the professional learning outlined in the following video. Mae'r ddogfen hefyd ar gael yn y Gymraeg, cliciwch ar y ddolen.
Hi all, got some help updates for you here on this slide. At the very top we've got the link to join the TA network team space. If you have any TAs who aren't part of that, please encourage them to join and share the link with them so that they're able to do so. The next network meeting will be on Monday the 9th of October at 3:30. If you have any newly appointed teaching assistants, there's an online e-learning program available, which is an on-demand program. If you can share the link with any newly appointed teaching assistants, they can fill that in, which will allow them to register, and then they'll receive a link to the modules for the program, which, as I said, they can complete in their own time. The Practicing Teaching Assistant programme looks slightly different this year. We're going to run all the sessions face-to-face. As you can see here on the slides, we're running the programme in the autumn, spring and the summer. The sessions there, it's 2 days, 2 full days. It's face-to-face. The autumn is with Esk Church in Wales. The spring it's going to be at Tredegar Comp, and in the summer we'll hold it at George Street Primary. All that information is also on the EAS PL offer with a link to be able to apply and register. If we have any existing facilitators out there who would like some refresher training on this programme, then we'll run that virtually, as you can see at the bottom of that area of the slide. There's 3 dates there, and it'll all be in the Practicing TA team space. Okay, so that will be virtual, but any TAs coming along for the Practicing TA programme itself will be face-to-face. Aspiring HLTA Kilk 7 is about to commence now this month, and Kilk 8 will commence in the new year in the spring term, and applications will open soon for that. So keep an eye out on notifications on the bulletin and on the SOS for that. Following completion of that programme, then they can move forward for assessment, HLTA assessment. Our next round of assessments are in October and November. That's for people who completed the programme before the summer. And then we have a further set then of assessments following Kilk 7. So any teaching assistants who are looking to move on to being a HLTA, please share that information with them. That Kilk 8 application form will be opening soon. A few details then at the bottom for you to be able to contact me if needs be. And just a few leadership updates for you starting this term. The National Middle Leader Development Programme, the MLDP, applications are live and remain open, and we'll have a cohort starting this term. So if you have any member of staff who would like to participate in that programme, the link to apply is there on the slide. Same for the Senior Leader Development Programme, that will commence in December. Applications are still currently open for that. And as it says, will commence in December 23. New and acting head teacher programme, newly appointed acting head teachers. We've been invited to attend the national programme, and the next programme will commence this term. And the deputy head and assistant head teacher network meeting is on Thursday the 23rd of November at 1 o'clock, and this is a virtual meeting.
During autumn 2023 and spring 2024, we will be running 3 programmes of pedagogy and practice, 2 primary and 1 secondary. Teachers will have the opportunity to observe live teaching and reflect upon their own practice. It's a 4-day programme, 1 day every half term, and if you'd like to reserve a place, please visit the EAS Professional Learning offer. At Tregear Comprehensive School offer a range of 11 programmes, from Outstanding Teacher Assistant Programme all the way up to Senior Outstanding Leader in Education. You can see the dates there on the screen. Click there to visit their website and there to book on the programmes. Similar to Tregear, Cardiff High offer a range of 11 programmes. The list you can see on the screen and links to book. Please contact Simon Thompson, the Deputy Head there, if you'd like more information. We're very excited to be welcoming Simon Breakspear to Wales. So if you have taken part in one of Simon Breakspear's Agile Leadership programmes, then we'd like to welcome you to Tregear Comprehensive School on the 26th of September, where we can meet Simon and share your experiences of the programme and what's the impact been in your school. So if you'd like to book a place, you can see there's a link there, the ticket source booking system, and please do this by the 18th of September. You can see there, start at 9:30 to 3 p.m. at Tregear Comprehensive School. On the second day of Simon Breakspear's visit to our region, we'll be at Rodney Parade, Newport. This is an opportunity for head teachers and senior leaders to spend time with Simon Breakspear and hear how his approaches can develop us as a region. If you'd like to book on, then you can see the ticket source link there, and it'll be on the Wednesday the 27th of September, but we ask kindly that you book on before Friday the 15th of September, so please can you share this with your school as soon as possible.
Hi everyone, just a few updates from the Health, Wellbeing and Equity team. Lots of exciting professional learning coming up from our team, which we'd be really excited and looking forward to engaging with. Lots of opportunities over this next half a term. So each of the team will say hello to you as they come in and share some of the information with you. So we'll get started with our first opportunity for you, which is a great opportunity to work with Rachel Clark. We're working with her quite closely this year, particularly to support the schools in the region around that cross-cutting theme of diversity. So even if you're on your journey or just getting started, this will be a great opportunity for you to take part in some face-to-face professional learning led by Rachel Clark. So that's going to be taking place on the 26th of September and is hosted at Willowtown Primary School. So if you're interested in coming along, we'd love to see you. Make sure you click on the booking link available at the bottom of the slide. Places are limited and time is limited for booking your places too, so hopefully you can get in there quick. Right, I'm going to hand over to Jane now, who's going to take us through a couple of bits and pieces around anti-poverty and thinking about our vulnerable learners.
Hi, it's Jane Crawley-Adams from the Health and Wellbeing and Equity team. This slide acts as a reminder for you if you're interested in joining the RADI programme. RADI is a long-term programme designed to support schools to address the impact of disadvantage on learners. Unlike previous years, the EAS has introduced an application process for RADI, which will open in the spring term of 2024. In order to be ready for RADI, we recommend schools are able to demonstrate how they are supporting disadvantaged learners. This could be through equity approaches, informed pedagogical approaches, or widening approaches to engaging families. Free resources to support schools to prepare for RADI include the Thinking Differently suite of online resources, the Supporting Vulnerable Learners Through Effective Teaching and Learning online resource, and the EAS Tackling All Aspects of Poverty Leadership programme. Links to these resources are accessible via the slide. Further information on tackling all aspects of poverty is seen on this slide. Cohort 6 of TAP will begin in November. This leadership programme supports schools to practically address the impact of poverty on stakeholders, largely focused on learners, but also families and the wider community. I'm now going to hand over to Sian, who's going to do some more slides with you.
Hello everyone, it's Sian Farquharson here. I've just got a couple of updates across the Health and Wellbeing AOLE, which I hope you'll find relevant in the next term or so. So first of all, we've got the PE support through Sport Wales, who are going to talk us through their kit bag online resources. So the session is going to be on the 20th of September. So if you're interested to come along and have a look at that, please do book on via the link at the bottom of the page. I also wanted to just say that, following the ongoing success with the Children's University, this new academic year is a new opportunity for primary schools who would like to find out more about how the Children's University can support and encourage your learners to learn beyond the classroom. We've already seen in the last summer term schools realising lots of bronze and silver awards, so we look forward to more doing so this year. So again, there's the date, and please do press the link to book on. Just a quick update on SEREN. There are a couple of changes to SEREN this year. Welsh Government have decided to remove the two separate titles of SEREN Academy and SEREN Foundation. It will now be referred to as just SEREN. So, for example, depending on what year group the learners are in, you will have SEREN Academy Year 8, Year 9, Year 12, and so on. There's also a desire to increase employer engagement for SEREN learners, as you can see listed here for quite clear reasons. What postgraduate opportunities are available, what high entry points and careers are available in our region. So that's something we're going to be working on this year, and look forward to working with you in partnership around that. Just to let you know, the Year 7 SEREN launch this year is Thursday 26th of October, and I obviously will keep in touch with all the SEREN leads pre and post 16 to make sure they know exactly what's on offer for them. And finally, just quickly, there is an offer this year of an all-day professional learning event in the University of Oxford on Tuesday the 5th of December, very much designed at supporting staff to best support and hopefully increase the number of learners gaining Oxbridge offers. And finally, from me, careers and work-related experiences. We will continue this year to work in earnest with Careers Wales and our EAS partner schools around professional learning, around this cross-cutting theme. And following the secondary school network in the summer term, we all will be having a primary network meeting on Wednesday, the 4th of October at 1 o'clock. So if you want to know more, please do contact me. And also, we put out in our EAS bulletin today the first item on this page, teaching and learning resource proposal. And we do hope that colleagues will come forward to engage with that. Thank you, everyone. I'm now going to hand over to Kate.
Hi everybody, it's Kate here. So I've got a few slides just to update you on some of our up and coming professional learning sessions that we have to offer. The first one we have is our Children's Human Rights Approach. This is on the back of a very successful session we had in the summer where we had 4 schools sharing their practice, and it's very much about raising awareness and getting yourself started around using the rights within your school. And we do also look into using the Children's Commissioner for Wales resources. So this is on Wednesday the 20th of September at 1 o'clock, and just book here to gain your place. Another session we have to offer is our whole school approach to positive behaviour. So these sessions were in place in the summer, but due to numbers we've moved them into the autumn term. If you'd like to book on, please contact me, and the session will be held at St Andrews, where you will have a 2-hour learning walk and an opportunity to talk to staff, look at classrooms, and have a really good whole school approach to positive behaviour management and nurturing schools. And that's on Tuesday the 26th of September at 9:30 till 11:30 a.m. We also have an Adverse Childhood Experiences Awareness session. This is on Tuesday the 27th of September and will be virtual. It's 9 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. And it will really look into the impact of trauma, how you can support that within the classroom, making sure that you're building resilience and supporting our young people who are facing adversity. The course code is on there and also the link to book. We also have some support available with our Health and Wellbeing AOLE, Curriculum Planning and Design sessions. These will be full day sessions, and our first one is on Tuesday the 3rd of October, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. These sessions are designed to support your school and your cluster in designing and planning your wellbeing AOLE. Hopefully you will have lots of opportunities to work together as groups and have a real good understanding of how we can get together and work, particularly in clusters, at designing our curriculum and making sure that it's appropriate for our school communities. We also have our Strategic Leadership in Emotional and Mental Health and Wellbeing programme. This is about understanding the impact of managing mental health and well-being, particularly around organisational performance. We're going to look at how we can critically assess the complexities of managing mental health in our schools, and hopefully it will give us some real clear ways forward in planning and giving us a strategy to promote mental health and well-being in our organisations. This is on Friday the 22nd of September, 9 till 12, and it'll be virtual, and the link is there for you to book. We have an additional module on leading wellbeing, and this is to complement our middle leadership programme with a focus on your role as wellbeing lead. So if you are new to the role, particularly, this might be a really good session for you to attend. We look at the benefits of adopting that whole school approach to wellbeing. We look at the tiered approach to wellbeing and ensure that you have a really good understanding of what wellbeing is, not just as the whole school approach, but also as that health and wellbeing AOLE. And it really is about further developing your knowledge to understand all of the important things, the national and regional context regarding health and wellbeing. This is on October the 4th. It's virtual and it'll be 1 till 3 p.m. and the link is here to book. Our next professional learning session available for you to book on is supporting positive behaviour and building relationships. We've been talking a lot about the importance of building relationships and how this is key for us to develop our relationship policy to be able to support all stakeholders in our school communities. It's about building practitioner confidence in responding to those individual and whole class behaviour needs, particularly by improving those relationships and also our environments. You should have a bank of strategies from this professional learning so that you can help your learners understand their brain and regulate their stress responses. This is particularly important for our learners who may have experienced trauma. And we're going to learn how to create supportive and safe classrooms by building resilience and creating supportive systems. And it really is about all that behaviour. All behaviour is communication. And that's on the 11th of November, 1 till 3, virtual, and you can just book here. As always, we have our CLAR update sessions. These will be available for you virtually so that you can dip in and out, because we know how busy you are sometimes, but we will be offering in-person sessions in our local authority, so watch this space for dates for those. But if you are going to join us virtually, the dates are on the screen. The first one being the 22nd of November, 1 till 3 virtually, and there's a link for you to book. But it's just about you having all of the up-to-date information that you need in order for you to do your role at supporting our CLAR learners within the region. And we also have our lovely Health, Wellbeing and Equity Leads Network meeting, which is on Wednesday the 18th of October, 1 till 3 p.m. in our team space. If you're not a member of our team space, please join on and click the link, and we will be very much looking forward to seeing you.
Hello and welcome back to a new autumn term. Just a couple of slides to update you on what we're hoping to cover this year and to remind you of some supporting materials. First off, most important for you obviously is the dates of the early years leaders network meetings. Again, we've tried to alternate them between face-to-face and online. The first one will be at Melbourne Court Mansion House, and the focus will be on your online entry assessments, which by then you will have maybe not completely finished, but we'll have done enough to bring along and ask questions and share with your colleagues, so that would be nice. And then you can see the other dates. All of the sessions will need to be booked through professional learning offer, I think it's in the handbook. And I look forward to seeing you there. So what I did say in our last summer term network meeting was I really want to have a focus this year on thinking about transition and how well we're involving non-maintained settings and schools in reflecting on pedagogy and practice, so that children who are transitioning either from setting to school or within school, from class to class, or indeed from area to area and time to time, whatever the transition is, that we can talk about how we're all doing that and make sure that the children get the best possible transition experience. So if any of you think you have already good transition arrangements, I would be really happy to have you drop me an email and to let me know. Maybe we could have a visit, or if you have anything else that you want to discuss around transitions, about how you manage it, how you're including the settings, for example, in thinking about the assessment arrangements and how you're supporting each other with the information that's passed on and how that's used, then once you've received it, would be really good. Just a reminder again, if you're not a member of the Early Years Leaders team space, if you drop me your hub email, I can add you to that team space. There's lots of information in the team space, including past Early Years Leaders network meetings, other PowerPoints, and this toolkit, which shares 10 settings across the region and their approaches to planning for the new curriculum for funded non-maintained nursery settings. I know some schools are using the curriculum already, so it might be useful for you to look at how they're planning and evaluating the impact of it. I just want to keep reminding you, as I always do, that the Enabling Learning Guidance is up on Hub. I think it's moved places in terms of where you find it on the landing page, but it's still there. There's a link here. And
although it's been written for, as it says here, children in the period leading up to progression step 1, so that does include your nursery and reception. It will also include children with additional learning needs. But actually the 3 enablers, where schools have used this document, they've actually been able to use it all the way through the primary school. No reason why it can't be used in secondary schools to reflect on practice in the same way, really. But again, just saying to you, if you haven't had an opportunity to read it, it's a really powerful document that could help you. And then just again, this is a reminder maybe for some of you that the on-entry assessment has been published and it's ready to be implemented from September, from this week. All the settings across our region will be using this, so the way in which they record progress will be very different from the way in which we've recorded progress before. That's why transition is going to be important, so that we all understand and we're all on the same page about how we talk about children's progress. So again, you can find this on Hub, and I think I put it into our team space again for you to look at and to consider where you're going to start in terms of assessing children's progress on entry, but also ongoing progress. Just a few key messages here that you can find on Hub, just to really affirm for you that those assessment arrangements meet all the required legal duties placed by Welsh Government on settings and schools in order to assess the progress made by learners and children, the next steps in their progress, and the teaching and learning needed to make that progress. So we've made sure that we've covered all those aspects. The arrangements help to obviously to assess children's progress within the 6 weeks, but also that ongoing assessment that I talked about earlier. The 4 areas that you have to assess on entry are physical and social emotional development and literacy and numeracy skills. And again, the assessment arrangements have taken into consideration and covered all of the guidance that Welsh Government have provided on thinking about learner progression. So it's a really useful document. Even if you don't use it in its entirety, it could help to shape your thinking about what you do choose to use in school. Okay.